All right, so I wanted to make a video today and talk about another important topic, and that is I'm going to go over their website and I'm going to go step by step into all of their claims on their website and how it actually applies into the reality of what you get. Okay, so I'm on their website right now, Ecomm Partnerships LLC. Irwin Soto. You know who that clown is. Donny Doquisa, the owners of this company. I'm going to basically take it apart and go through these questions. I'm going to go through all their claims, frequently asked questions. This is right on their website. This is right from the horse's mouth. Um, and I'm going to go click on all these and I'm going to basically go through what they claim and then again what the reality is. But before I dive into this, I want to just be uh, real transparent here. You guys have got to put in the work. And again, I keep on saying it. I've done everything I can to help you guys. You know who you are. You know who I've talked to. You know who the people are. I get these emails every day from former clients of them, current clients. What do I do? What do I do? Well, you came to the right place because I put in the work. And you start with my Excel spreadsheet. You start with that spreadsheet that lays it all out. And the link is in the description. The link is pinned in the comments. My email, everything you need. You need to join the Facebook group, which is a private group. Check out the Reddit forums. Start making your filing them on the review platforms. And I lined out all the review platforms. All you got to do is just get my Excel sheet, click on each of them, and start dropping your reviews. And you use ChatGPT to to uh, to make the reviews based on your one-off case-by-case situation because everybody's different. Okay. So with that being said, I don't know how else to just put it in a way that if you aren't willing to do that, I have no sympathy for you. Then just be taken by these guys. Stay fucked and just keep complaining, make your dumb Facebook posts, bitch on forums, beg people like me to help you. And then if you're not willing to actually go in these websites, make a paper trail with these guys, drop the reviews, and hold them accountable, okay? Then, I don't know what to tell you. I don't care about you, and you fucking deserve what you get, and I'm being blunt, okay? Because you're just, you know, you're like one of those gazelles out in the African safari, and the lions are just eating you guys because you're so stupid. You're just waiting to get caught, and you're too weak to do anything about it. So that's just the nature of the beast. The strong people, the people that aren't about just running their mouth and talking all day, are gonna fight back with these assholes. It's all right. You guys make mistakes. I've made the mistake with these guys, but I'm doing something about it, and I'm almost done with my personal situation with them, with my company and legal channels, chargebacks, all that stuff. I am here solely to make a paper trail. When unsuspecting people are thinking about, doing an Amazon automation business. Okay, first of all, don't do it. It's fucking awful. I don't care which company you pick. There's a zillion of them out there. Okay, but specifically, if they stumble across Ecomm Partnerships LLC, Ecomm Partnerships, and they see uh, Irwin Soto's ugly face pop up with his disgusting beard, and then they look at Donny Duquesa and his back tattoo, and they don't get scared off by that, and they can't stop laughing about that. Okay, then they look on their website here, and they're going down and they're reading all this bullshit, this stuff that basically lures you in, a lot of false promises, and I'm going to get to the questions here, what they claim versus what's reality. So if you guys are getting there, I hope this video maybe pays it forward and just basically prevents somebody from getting wiped out and losing their fucking good hard-earned money where they could put it into a better investment. Because that's why I encourage you all to do. Steer clear of this Amazon automation business because it is a shit show. It is not for the faint of heart. These companies are set up and designed. They're set up and designed for their benefit. It's to make the company money, not you. It's like going to a casino, right? Or going to Disney World. All it is just set up to take your money, overcharged, and you can either choose to go into the park, you can either choose to put your money in a slot machine or play blackjack or whatever. But you know well. It's just casino's the best example. It's all set up for the house to win. That's all it is. You go to Las Vegas, it's all designed for you to dump money in their pocket, and then you basically leave with, broken dreams, broken promises, and you just basically the whole thing is designed for the consumer to go there, drop money, and leave broke. That's it. Okay. I contributed my opinion. It's the same thing with these Amazon automation companies. All right. So that's what I wanted to say about that. So real quick, going back into their website, and real quick, I want to go on this page because they have a lot of like sub pages on their websites. You have to make sure you click the right one. Depending on what you click on, uh, it's like it's smeared with bullshit on every page. So it's like a turd being wiped on every page. So like for instance, real quick, this is one. This was one that really stood out to me. And I talked about this in the very first video, but I promised you guys I would go more in depth. So I'm going to basically make this, I don't know how long this video is going to go. I'll try to cap it at a half hour. But uh, let's start with the your free Walmart platform is ready to be claimed. Okay, well, I'm sure they'll do it. In my conversation with Donnie, this actually just appeared after I had that conversation, probably early spring, early summer of 2025. They had, ruined my eBay account. They got me kicked off of there. That Tanvir guy who they have working there. Yeah, they got my account banned on eBay, and they were trying to sell some kickouts, specifically double burst flares and some Cadigan water filters. They were supposedly be liquidated on there because they couldn't sell them on the my Amazon seller account. So anyway, then that wasn't an option. And then I had did some research and I see, this Walmart is basically catching up with to Amazon. Not it's distant second, but it's a real viable place to list products similar to the Amazon, your Amazon seller stores. So I'm going this and then I'm like, hey Donnie, what are your thoughts on this? And I'm like, have you guys tried the Walmart marketplace and everything? So he gets back to me and he goes, yes, it's a good thing you brought that up. We've actively been thinking about offering this to our clients. And he goes to me, and I'll even share. I got to dig out the screenshot with that, where he basically says to me, in so many words, I'm trying to summarize it. You would be the guinea pig since you're a high profile ticket, high. What did he say? Something like a high ticket client, meaning I'm giving him a lot of money, so I'm in a different tier. And it's like, okay, how many times does he say that same thing to everybody? Um, so basically, he said, yes, they'd be willing to start my Amazon Walmart platform for free and they would use me as a guinea pig, meaning they wouldn't charge me any money, and we could, potentially get rid of some of these kick out products, and maybe just, I know what they wanted to do. They wanted to just basically still do Amazon, but do wholesale and just put it on the Walmart platform. So that's more money they would have basically invoiced me, and I would have, if I was stupid enough, I would have gave them to do that. So I was told that they have their own e-commerce, Ecomm Partnerships LLC. They have their own company Walmart platform. This is separate from what they would offer you here. Okay. And I was told that my products would have been, they were trying to liquidate them on there, but I never heard back from them after that. It was complete crickets, no invoicing, no updates. And again, I still don't know what happened to my products. And that was part of the lawsuit, and everything. That's some of the chargebacks I instituted were tied to that, and all that stuff got ruled in my favor. So this fucking thing, just know your free Walmart platform is ready to be claimed. They have no experience with that. And this is as early as uh, I'm going to say around June or July of 2025. Okay. So that wasn't even 4 months ago. FYI, you be the judge. So that's the first thing. That's bullshit. Okay. Be very wary of that because they can't even get eBay right and they can't even get the Amazon seller account right. That basically was the whole nuts and bolts of this to begin with. So this is just another thing to just lure and entice you in. Be very, very careful of that. Okay. So let me get that off the page. So let's go down here. Some other things that stand out. Yeah. Passive income, blah, blah, blah. This shit is anything but passive. I want to be very, very, I want to be very, very clear. If you have 25,000, if you have 50,000, if you're willing to spend this money on wholesale, private label, the buy-ins to this, go pick another investment because you're going to get returns. The easiest thing I can tell you, invest it in the stock market. Get a financial advisor if you know what you're doing. You're gonna get greater returns just doing that. Forget this as a business model. Okay, it's just gonna eat and eat. It's just gonna suck your money dry. Okay, my opinion. Okay. Why Ecom was built to solve a bottleneck stopping new investors from launching their own store. You know why? Because it's not for the faint of heart. New investors will get eaten alive because everybody wants the quick buck. Everybody wants to cap and participate in the next big thing. Whether it's crypto, whether it's just Amazon, whether it's Walmart, you guys know the latest fads out there. YouTube, making YouTube videos and making a full-time living off that. So, but eventually it gets completely oversaturated and competitive. And, now everybody's doing it. So it's virtually impossible to really stake your claim where you can really like corner any market. Okay. So I would just forget about this as a business model. But this is what they claim, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can do it too. Yeah, you out there who knows nothing about making listings, probably has never bought into a business in your life, probably is hanging on to the last thread and looking to invest, and you're at a desperate point that you're willing to give these two fucking idiots, these no-name nobodies, these fly-by-the-night fucking fraudsters, and that's what they are, in my opinion, from my experience. That's all evidence points. You're willing to trust these two clowns, which they aren't even on the internet. Now they're on the internet. Now they're fucking reviewed. Now people know who they are. Hey, go right ahead. Go right ahead. But don't say you weren't warned. Don't say you weren't warned. So let's see, going down there. So yeah, blah blah blah. They talk about what they can do for investing. They do the heavy lifting. But here, this is what I really want to get into again. So we identify market leading products for you that yield the highest returns. Wow, my experience was bullshit. I call on that. They don't identify shit. Okay, even if they identify something like, for instance, the dryle sheets that they got me, they identified that, but they put them on the internet. They bought them for a certain price, but they had the price jacked up so high that everybody else selling the product as well as undercut us, and I was making no money. You have to literally wait until about 10 to 20 people that are already selling this shit actually sell through their inventory. Then your product will be the next one that people will go to, and then people will have to pay that price if they want the product. So it's all bullshit. Okay? It's all bullshit. Then they select products that no one wants, no one cares about, and they get gated and they get kicked off. I already went into this on my other videos. I'm not going to rehash that. So that is debunk number, where are we at? Probably debunk number two or three things already. So that's another debunking. So step two, we leverage our trusted network of suppliers to acquire inventory and manage on. Yeah, that wow, that is probably the biggest crock of shit. They do not, and I repeat, they do not, from my experience, they do not have a trusted network of suppliers. That's all right here. This is all marketing bullshit just to lure you in. It's fake, okay? Because if somebody would have a trusted network of suppliers, and this is why how I'm proving it, you all know about the people that dealt with the FBI supposed claim where they invested your money into a specific wholesale supplier in the United States, and they basically gave them your money, and then that wholesale supplier never shipped the goods to the warehouse. So that's a fraudulent supplier, supposedly, if that's what happened. And then you get the bullshit FBI report, blah blah blah, which I think is fucking doctored, the one I got. And then you have to think, okay, so if they have trusted suppliers and network of these things, that would never happen. Okay. And what they actually do is they just scour and they always look for new products and they look for new suppliers, brand spanking new, that, and they don't have a relationship with them. They just basically, it's just like taking a chance. It's like buying a used car off of Craigslist. You don't know what you're going to get until you basically maybe you're smart enough to, get one of those mobile inspectors to go out and do it. And it's like, oh, well, should I buy the car? Should I not buy the car? Nope. It's the same thing. You don't know what you're going to get buying shit off the Facebook marketplace, like big ticket items. So that's what it reminds me of. That's that's another debunking. That's bullshit. They don't buy into that. You come talk to me about that one because I can give you my story, and I think I already have in prior videos. So check them out. So let's see. Number 3, we boost your sales and accelerate your store rankings. Yeah, my sales have never been boosted. My store rankings have never, that is a crock of shit. They claimed that they were going to get me reviews for my products, and they claimed that it was like, oh, it's just like an entry point. We need to get some traction with Amazon, and we're going to get some reviews, some good. So Amazon, like, you appear to be a seasoned seller and all this shit. I experienced everything but what step 3 claims. Okay. There's no proven accelerated system because when you ask them what that proven accelerated system is, it's just a bunch of bullshit. They give you some round talk, some just stuff that's like, it's like what a used car salesman would tell you on a car lot. It's like it's a wonder why those people are hated because they're just lying fucking pieces of shit that will tell you anything to take your money so you can get the keys and drive off the fucking turd off the lot. That's all it is. That's all it is. Get your products listed in the buy box and on the first page of Amazon in record time. Record time, really? So wow. If you believe that, give them your money. Give them your money. Then you're gonna learn the fucking hard way. And when they're a proprietary system, yeah. What I like to know what proprietary their system is, taking money, hiring a bunch of Indians, and not having any invoicing and just basically doing a wild westing where they have they're reaching out to using your money to reach out to fly by the night wholesale suppliers. Like I like to know what their proprietary system is. It's ridiculous because they can't even provide invoicing. Okay, and a proprietary system isn't Helium 10 or it isn't Jungle Scout or it isn't Seller Board, and it's just a bunch of crap. That's all they use, and anybody has access to that. So there's no proprietary system. Challenge Irwin and Donny to tell us what that is, because I found no evidence of that. And then let's see, step 4, we share updated reports with you in real time. Oh, that's another one. When I see that, I just want to punch the screen because I've experienced everything but the opposite of that. That is also one of the breaches of our contract, the original agreement, and my subsequent contract amendment that I made them sign in mid 2025. You cannot easily track and review your success. Boy, oh boy, if you guys want to contact me about that, I'll tell you my story. But my story is I constantly had to ask them about the monthly reports. There's nothing in real time. They used Seller Board. Okay, Seller Board. And I'm going to click on that real quick. I'll show you what this is Seller Board. They gave me access to their account that they used, and I had asked for that. They didn't just cough it up. And then you get into some metrics there. It pulls in data in real time because when you go in and try to learn Amazon, your seller account, it's kind of confusing. So this tightens it up a little bit. It's still ridiculous to use. This stuff is not for the faint of heart, but uh, you have to basically do the work. They're not going to do it for you. So this is a bold face fucking lie. Okay? Don't believe it. From my experience, I maybe gotten one report and I had to ask Irwin multiple times to produce it. I had to ask them for invoicing. And that was the subsequent reason. They have not provided proper invoicing, never gave me a real times report. I had no idea. I was completely in the dark. I was in the fog about what they were doing on a monthly basis and where my money was going, what was being spent on what the returns were. This type of business, people, you got to understand, it's so easy to convolute it. Okay. and make it virtually impossible for investors if you don't have any experience, if you don't even know how to get into your seller board account or your Amazon seller account and look at all the metrics, pull in all the data, look at all the tabs. It's beyond confusing. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, and this is why Ecomm Partnerships exists. It's to take advantage of people like that, like you, me, everybody that does this, because you don't even, you know what, you have no idea what your real profit margins are because it's so shady and it's so convoluted and there's so much fog created. So you be the judge. That's bullshit. So step 4, God, I just want to punch the computer when I'm reading that. Anyway, moving on. Everything you need to launch all in under one roof. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's what they sell. They sell it to you as, your business formation, product research, private label manufacturing, logistics and familiar. Yeah, all this, look, I'm telling you, all this works and it isn't Amazon, it isn't this system. Okay, if you worked with reputable people, and Ecomm Partnerships is not one of them. If you worked with reputable people who actually were true and honest and had a good system in place, and you could get proper breakdown of where your money's being spent, what everything looks like, you have, monthly meetings, you can get real-time reports, you can really get a granular look at if this is profitable and if they're actually doing a good job. Yes, it's not Amazon. It's not the process. It's these people. It's always a human element. And when you deal with fucking human elements, what you get liars, you get cheaters, you get thieves, you get people looking to, basically hoodwink and fraudulently induce you to giving them money, and then they have malicious intent. That's what Ecomm Partnerships LLC is, in my opinion, in my experience. That's what they are. But take that aside. If everything was legit, we lived in a perfect world, this business model will work, but it's not for the faint of heart. You have to have experience. You have to know what they're doing. Just blindly trusting schnooks like this, like somebody like Irwin Soto and Donnie's back tattoo, you're really opening yourself up to be taken. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So anyway, so compare our services to other options. Yeah, oh yeah, freelancers and internet gurus. That's exactly what they are, internet gurus. You know, I already talked about their fancy Instagram pages where they flaunt their wealth. They're laying on their Lamborghinis and Porsches, just a bullshit lifestyle that they fraudulently induce you in. Hey man, look at us. You can be like this too. Okay. Yeah, the online courses are all out there. Okay, blah blah blah, and oh, the solution with all this crap. You don't need a marketing agency. You don't need to take online courses. You don't need to listen to these internet gurus. Just trust us. Ecomm Partnerships LLC has the answer. Fuck you. They do not. Okay, don't buy into it. So that is this for you. And then, oh, blah, blah, blah. I talked about this as a terrible investing. There's plenty of other options if you want to be an investor and you don't know, you want something passive. Okay. This isn't it. This isn't it. Okay. And then whatever these bonuses are, blah, blah, blah. I talk about this Walmart platform. They always redo the website with the latest gimmick they're trying to push forward, in my view. Okay. So yeah, this is part 1. I just wanted to go review this page, and I'll tell you right there, this John Rodriguez, I can verify he's not even with the company anymore. So they don't update who works with what. Uh, Here's this Tanvir, this eBay guy. This guy sucks. Don't. Abrar is pretty good. This Abrar, the private label guy, he was the only one I actually had a good time going back and forth with it. I didn't think it was a fucking slimy worm. Okay. And I don't know who these other guys are. They're, I don't know. Meet the team, whatever. So in the next video, part 2, I'm going to break this up. I'm going to go through these frequently asked questions and debunk all of them and see if it's actually they're telling the truth here. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. Where are we at? Yeah, 24 minutes. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to break it up, but part 2, it's coming. Frequently asked questions. I'm going to review them and go through what's bullshit and what's reality from my experience. Talk to you guys later.